look, Ann, we're live!
Oh my gosh!
Live on a Tuesday! Generally speaking, Tuesday is probably my least favorite day of the week, just generally speaking. But now that school's over, I don't even know it was Tuesday. I literally had to look on the calendar and then check my phone and be like, okay, the date here says the 9th. According to this calendar, it's Tuesday. So, yay for me.
So, yay for you.
That's right. So my sister and I were just talking about the fact that my cat, Marla, keeps a very clean butthole. Very clean. Very tidy. So, yeah. Just thought you guys would like to know that this is what we talk about before we go live. So, yeah. What day is it, Ann? It's Tuesday, which means what?
It's 10 question Tuesday, but it's only 5 question Tuesday today.
That's right. We thought we'd scale it back a little bit, leave you guys more room to ask questions. And Eric Block, we saw that you asked us a question, and we will get to that soon. And do you want to go first with your 10 questions, or do you want me to go first with my 10 questions?
Oh, I'll go first this time.
Okay, Ann Brothers, I have 6 questions for you, because 5 that I had asked and 1 that Eric Block had asked. So I'm going to open up your folder and get your 10 questions. There they are. All right. Question number 1. I'm going to go ahead and put this on the screen. What is your dream job?
Okay. So that's a 2-part question. So my dream job would be to extend my garden to the back half of the yard, and then grow enough produce to sell. We have a couple farm markets, and I could open up a farm stand. I would get probably another 20 chickens and bees, and then I would spend the summers, spring, summer, early fall, just selling my own produce, growing it and selling it. That's part 1. So I would do that now, and then when I was tired of doing that, I would go back to school to become a park ranger, and then I would go to some national park where nobody likes to go, or a national monument probably, and I would spend my time there, and then I would research whatever and write a book in my spare time while I were in whatever park I was in.
I gotta say, I would go for Gila Cliff Dwellings National Monument.
Me too. I would go for probably any of the desert national monuments, as long as I didn't have to be in DC. I would be like, yeah, that's what I want to do. So,
nice.
So I'm gonna have my, be a farmer until I hit about 60, and then go back to school, become a park ranger, and then, find some national monuments and hang out there.
That sounds fun. I'll come visit your national monument. That'll be fun. Cool.
Exactly.
All right. Question number 2. What is the most disappointing dessert?
The most disappointing dessert is the dessert that I eat because there's nothing else around, but I just really want something. Like an example of a most disappointing dessert is the 3-day-old donut at the gas station. So that would be an example. It's like, I know I want something, but it's late, and I just finished watching Great British Bake Off, and they made some sort of amazing souffle or tort, and now I got to settle for Little Debbie Swiss cakes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I really want something, but it's 9 o'clock at night, and I live out in the country, and the closest place is the Speedway 4 miles away.
Yes.
So I'm like, yay. So those are my most disappointing desserts, when I want something spectacular and I have to settle. And of course, I don't have to eat anything, but that doesn't even seem like an option. It's like, I can have the stale donut or nothing. I'm like, all right, give me the
I would just like to remind you, Ann, that take whatever dessert you're getting, microwave, 10 seconds, kaboom. Yeah.
See, that's the problem. It's 4 miles away, and I don't want to wait another 4 miles before I put it in my mouth.
Just remember, they have microwaves at the gas station.
Yeah, but people aren't using them anymore because of COVID-19. They don't want to get COVID-19 from the microwave. I know. So our lives are sad.
All right. Yeah, I've been there. Except the good news for us is that we have the BP that's within walking distance, so that's nice. So.
See?
All right. Question 3. How do you feel about sandwiches?
I love sandwiches. Sandwiches are often my go-to food, but I'm disappointed. Like, I don't like Subway or Jimmy John's. Those are sandwiches, and I want a sandwich. I love them when other people make them. But yeah, I love sandwiches. They're like, I'm like, Duncan's like, what do you want? I'm like, sandwiches. So I love them.
Yeah, I feel the same way about sandwiches. It's one of my favorite foods. Yeah, they're good. Agreed.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 4. What do you love about Frida Kahlo and her art?
Oh my gosh, I could spend all day talking about this, all day. So I'm going to try to keep it short and just say that what I love about Frida Kahlo is that her art isn't just on the canvas. Like, her art is very personal. You know, when she was described as a surrealist, she said she's not a surrealist. She was an autobiographer. Her paintings were all autobiographical. But that she took them beyond her art, beyond the canvas. I mean, everything she did, from the way she dressed to how she made her home to the food she prepared, was art. Everything was art. And so that's one of the things that I love most about her, is that not just the work that she did on the canvas, but every expression was about art.
She was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Awesome. Question 5. Do you think aliens have visited Earth?
No. And you know why? Because if you
Why?
are an alien that can actually get to Earth, I mean, just you like drive by and you're like, oh God, I'm not stopping there. What a mess. So no. Any alien race that is smart enough to get here is smart enough to decide that this is a place they do not want to visit. So, no.
Okay, good to know. I'm trying to think. Earth is the equivalent of Florida? No, people like to go to Florida for whatever reason.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
Kansas?
Kansas. Oh, Kansas. Good. Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
Kansas people. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Question number 6. Your last question. This is from Eric Block. Eric Block is asking, Eric Block wants to know, what was your favorite part of being in the Eastern Michigan University Theater production of Excuse Me While I Adjust My Bra Strap, which was in the spring of, I believe it was 1993.
It was a long time ago.
Yes.
My favorite part was the cast. I worked with so many amazing people, and it was just a blast. I mean, rehearsal was a blast. The performances were a blast. I just had so much fun with everybody there. I mean, there was a couple people I was mean to. No, I was flat out evil to. A couple of them. But most of the people I loved so much. It was so much fun. If every theater, event could be like that, I probably would have stayed and continued to work in theater. But it was such a rare, and I worked in a lot of great productions, but it was just a really rare treat. So many cool people, so much creativity. It was just really the cast. The cast was the best part. The cast really brought so much fun and laughter and creativity to it.
And just to be clear, ladies and gentlemen, I was in that cast. Okay, so she's talking about me. She's talking about me too. So yeah, I was agree with everything and all of that. And Lori Worrell wanted to comment that, like aliens, murder hornets also skipped the United States. They just skipped right over us and just went to Canada.
Yeah. They're like,
yeah.
This place is a mess. Why would I want to stay here?
That is correct. Phyllis is here. Hi, Phyllis. How are you? Thanks for joining us.
Happy birthday. It's Phyllis's birthday today.
Phyllis, happy birthday, woman. Should we sing? No, you don't want us to sing, but happy birthday.
Happy
Lisa said she wants us to know that she is here. Hello, Lisa. Lisa, also a humongous part of Excuse Me While I Adjust My Bra Strap. So, and was she the assistant director? Lisa, you were assistant director, right?
Assistant director. Yeah, she's our assistant director.
Yes.
She saved it sometimes.
Yeah, yes, she did. Thank you, Lisa.
Thanks, Lisa.
Eric, you were also part of the cast of Excuse Me While I Adjust My Bra Strap. You were, if memory serves, the Ypsilanti water tower in that production. Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm sad, I think about that dance and it just makes me laugh. Like almost 20 years later, still more than 20 years later, yeah, still makes me laugh. So I think about that. It's like,
totally. Yeah. I think about the way you bounded onto the stage as the tower, and basically there was not a dry eye or panty in the house at that point because it was so freaking funny.
It was so funny.
If you're watching, you've never seen the water tower in Ypsilanti, Michigan, you must Google that immediately, if not sooner. Otherwise, I will, and I'll do a share screen because it's literally the greatest ever. Yes. Lisa wants you to know you were amazing. Yeah, this was one of your lines, wasn't it?
I believe it was. It was so awesome. It was
the Peep Show. That's right. That was in the lab.
Yeah. Showed a lot of boob in that show. Lots of boob.
Yes, a lot of boob. Yes, Lisa was
and
the AD.
some of my vagina. So,
Whatever, it's fine.
Sweet, sweet youth.
Nothing like your parents seeing that, eh? Hey, Dad, look at this.
Yeah. So funny.
Eric is reminding us that the Dance of the Penises was, in fact, to the Nutcracker Suite. So, yeah, there was like a penis, a Washington Monument, the Ipsy.
A rocket.
A rocket, that's right, yes. All of the things that men erect, if you will. See what I did there? All right, Ann, that was your 6 questions. Now we got 5 questions coming my way. I got to get back to my little folder. There's the questions for me. All right, and I'm just going to put them up here. Oh wait, we have one more comment. Let's go over here. Let's see who it is. It's Lori. She said, I need to see this production. Did we have, is there like video evidence of this production somewhere? It was a long time ago.
I was going to say, I'm sure there is. And if anybody, well, you'll have to go to some public high school to find a VHS player, but I'm sure there's a videotape of it somewhere.
Well, we'll ask Bernie, our tech at the middle school, because she probably has one tucked away somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure she does. I'm sure of it.
All right, so Ann has asked me 5 questions. Here's question 1.
Jenny, what is the best season?
Well, actually, this one, it depends on where you are. Okay, so I've had 2 very different experiences in my life as far as seasonal weather. I grew up in the upper Midwest in Michigan. I live in the upper Midwest now, but I lived in Colorado for a number of years. When I was in Colorado, my favorite season was fall because it was so dry and hot and miserable that fall was this huge relief. On the other hand, in the upper Midwest, especially here in Wisconsin, winter sucks so much that it's a huge relief to get to spring. So basically any season that allows me to get away from the extremes, either extreme heat or extreme cold, is my favorite season. So spring or fall, because it just, yeah, anyway. So spring or fall. Right now it's spring because I live here. When I was in Colorado, it was fall. So there you go. All right, we got a comment out there. Lisa says she has no idea if there was any video evidence out there. I don't know. If somebody's got it somewhere. It is in the archives now. All right. Question 2.
Jenny, what is your favorite sport?
It's still basketball. As far as playing, there is no sport that I enjoyed playing more than basketball. And if I still had the feet to play or any sort of lateral movement abilities, I would still play lots of basketball. But it basically destroys me now. So no more basketball for me. Sad face. I know. We're going back to the comments. Let's see. 70-degree season. I don't know what that means, Lisa. 70-degree season.
When it's like 70 degrees, it's like,
yes.
It doesn't get, it's not too hot. It's not too cold. It's just right.
Yeah, I see where you're going with that. And I would agree. Yeah. Because what I'm sitting through right now, I don't really love it. I don't like this sort of really hot, humid weather. It's not my thing. All right. Question number 3.
Do you still have a favorite team? And if so, what is it?
I do have a favorite team. It is the women's national soccer team, by far. That's the only team over the last 20 years that I get super excited to watch. I have to literally stop everything and watch, and I have huge anxiety while I watch them because I want them to win. So yeah, that's my team, the United States women's soccer team. I love them. I love them for many reasons. I love them for what they're doing on the field, and I love them for what they're doing off the field, and I've loved that for years. So yeah, They're my team. They're awesome, and
All right.
I think they're fantastic ambassadors. All right, we have a new player in the house. We got Becky. Becky Ortega says you could always play a rousing round of horse. That's true, because you don't have to move as much in horse. Unfortunately, Becky, my forte was never shooting. It was more defense and ball handling. So I've never been much of a shooter. So, because Joe, my husband, is actually a better basketball player. He's a better shooter than I am, but nothing else. So, and he's got no cardio, none. That's right, no cardio. Called out. All right. So what is it? This was a tough question for me. This was a really tough question. Question 4.
It is. Would you rather live on a wetland or a Great Lake?
I went back and forth on this way longer than I should have, because here's the thing, Anne. The Great Lakes are beautiful and moody, and especially Lake Superior, which is where my ashes will be spread when the time comes. But they are species poor. So if you want to look at lots of animals, and I really do enjoy looking at wildlife, a wetland is a much better environment. So ideally what I want is to live in like a place where I'm close to both, where like Gwen Frostic's house is where I want to live, because it's an awesome wetland, but you are within a short drive to a Great Lake. So yeah, Gwen Frostic's house is where I would like to live. Thank you. And if you don't know what that is, look it up on the interwebs. Right, we got 2 new comments. Becky is laughing, and Lisa says she absolutely would live on the lake. Well, you live in Chicago right now, so yeah, you're totally on one of the big lakes. So, and I would probably choose to live on Lake Superior. That's my favorite one. I've been to the Bayou. Honestly, it's not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, going back to our questions. Last one for me. Question number 5.
Tell me something about yourself that most people do not know.
Well, based on my appearance and how I usually dress, not many people know that one of my favorite colors is actually pink. That's right, people. I love pink. And if you really are paying attention, you would know this, because I have lots of little pink things in my life. And if you remember, Anne, when Mom and Dad were working on the house and you got your own room and I got my own room, what color did I paint that room? What color did I choose?
Pink.
Pink.
Pink. She picked pink.
I did. It was a really pretty rosy color pink. I just really love it. It's cheery. It's happy. I love looking at it. I don't necessarily like to wear it, but I certainly like it being around me. So yeah, pink. So there you go.
Yep. She picked pink. Yeah. I remember thinking, she picked pink. There you go. Mm-hmm. So I thought maybe you did it for Mom, just so you could like not have to pick a color. But I'm like, no. It's
just one of those little things that are just like, it's cheery and happy, and I like that. So, and I think part of it is that when you grow up in Michigan and it's gray all the time, you just want something that's a little bit bright and different. And so, pink, y'all, pink. So, sure. Hey, if you guys have any questions, you got a couple of minutes here. We're going to wrap it up, but we are officially out of our 10 questions. Technically, we did 11 because you did 6 and I did 5. So there. But this was a good one. I thought this was tight. It was good. We answered lots of questions. I had to think. Like I said, question 4, the thing about the lake and the wetland. That was a hard question.
Yeah.
What would you pick?
Oh, the wetland, hands down. I love the Great Lakes. I think they're beautiful, but it's kind of like there's a certain disconnect. You can only appreciate them from afar. You can never like really be a part of it. Where a wetland, that's intricate and detailed, and you can be in it. So yeah, wetland.
That's what I wrote. I wrote when you are hanging out in a wetland, you feel. I wrote that you feel part of something. You do. You feel yourself as part of this big collective whole. So
yeah.
So Lisa Samara you should host a Zoom and get everyone in the room. By everyone, do you mean everyone? That's not a terrible idea. I don't know if I could pull that off, though. We'll see. I'm making no promises. Yeah, because that would be yes. So anyway, so I get the whole wetland versus Great Lake thing. Agreed. So anyway, there you go. That's what we have today. Becky says, yeah, because you get leeches on your luggage and mosquito bites. That depends on how deep you get into the wetland, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. I was thinking like a canoe on the wetland or a kayak, but if you want to jump in, you go for it.
Nice, nice. Lisa, what do you mean by all 7 are here? I don't know what you mean. Like, no response. No response yet. I'm waiting for that lag time. I'll drink out of my pink water bottle. Okay, so for the record, these stainless steel water bottle things are amazing because they don't sweat over everything.
That's why I like my Yeti cup. It doesn't like leave water everywhere. Plus, my ice stays nice and icy. I love ice, and I like lots of ice in my beverages.
Yeah. So, and this is like what are the ones that the middle school girls really like? I can't think of the name of it. There's one that but this is the knockoff of that. This is like the Walmart knockoff version of that. But it's, yeah, because those are like $40. This one was only $20. So, and it works just fine. So, okay. She wants all of us, all the commenters in a Zoom. I'm like, that's too hard. That's okay. So, all right, guys, we're going to wrap it up for today. Thank you for joining us on a 10 Question Tuesday. We will not be live tomorrow. We have a little video short tomorrow. I think you'll dig it. It's pretty good. It's educational, kind of. So anyway, we will be back live on Thursday, and we will have a super special guest with us, Chip Maley. He's our official entertainment guide. That's what he's like our entertainment guru, if you will. So, yeah, I know. So anyway, he's going to talk to us about the show Hollywood, which is on Netflix, which is good because I've been kind of eyeballing that show, but I haven't known if I wanted to commit the time. Chip is going to clarify that for us. So join us at 5 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Eastern on Thursday as we bring you live stuff with the Brother Sisters and special guest Chip Maley. And then on Friday, we've got our Friday afternoon club happy hour where we are featuring the Cuba Libre, which is a fancy way of saying rum and coke with a lime in it. And we will be doing our movie review of a very special movie. You'll learn more about that on Thursday. So, yeah, thanks for joining us today, you guys. And we will talk with you for sure on Thursday. Have a great day. Stay dry, Minnesota and Wisconsin, because the rain has started.
Thanks. Bye, guys.
Bye.